Man, I want to document some crazy experiences I'm still having at Publix. I mean, it don't make sense, man, that people want to participate in this community-oriented place. Like, it don't make sense to me. And just yesterday when I worked, man, when I came in, man, they kept sending me off to seafood department to be by myself the whole shift. Wasn't nobody speak. They would speak to each other in front of me. And act like I wasn't even there, like, the whole time. Like, it was stupid, man. It didn't even bother me. Like, I didn't even care. I kept speaking anyways and making them talk on purpose because it's stupid, man. It's immature. It's like watching Days of Our Lives. But, I mean, as soon as I pull up there every day, there's black and white cars there. There's people that come in the store that are scoping out my department I work in just to see if I'm there, which I don't know why they need to scope it out when they already know where I'm at 24/7. And I kept telling my boss, I was like, all right, man, I got everything done in seafood. I got the seafood part set up. Everything's clean. And because usually on a good day when I'm not dealing with any of that bull crap, they'll have me working both meat and seafood doing things, and I like doing that because I'm not just standing around all day not doing nothing. And I'm busy working, doing my job. I don't have to worry about people. I don't worry about whether people talk to me or not. I'm just working, doing my job like a normal person. But they have to go out of their way yesterday and be like, oh no, we don't need help, just stay down there. And I almost flipped out on my boss because I told him, I said, man, why am I just going to be by myself all day long standing in one spot and not doing nothing? He said, well, just clean and more clean. There ain't nothing to fucking clean down there, man. I've already cleaned everything. Already put everything out. It's a small department. There ain't nothing to do in that department. Once you get it done, it don't take but a few hours. Or, an hour in the morning to set it up. Then you got clean dishes, put everything up in the displays in front, stock the freezer. Hell, clean up the department. Hell, that don't take but another hour. At the most 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, and that's it. And then the rest of the time you're just down there giving customers seafood if they come up wanting seafood. Some mornings it's real slow and they don't come in the morning, so you're just standing there. In the afternoon it'll get busy some afternoons, and then some days it'll just be slow all day. And it happened to be one of them days where it was slow all day, and they wanted to keep me by myself away from everybody. It's like put me in it's part of the community oriented policing bullshit that they do, man. Keeping me in that one little spot by myself, away from people. Nobody talks to you. All the employees that work there, though, they would come and stand inside of my damn seafood case and have these long drawn conversations, right in front of me, like 2 employees at a time, like the whole shift. And just to be there talking, and like I'm the one excluded, like on purpose, because my thing is, these people are not on break. They're not on no fucking breaks. Why are they sitting in front of my seafood department just having a fucking 15-20 minute conversation? Like, it don't make no sense. And they work in the department next to me. Why aren't they over there working? Like, why do you come out of your way to worry about what I'm doing? This is a job. So then after they get done, two more people will come over there from another department, and they'll just stand there 20, 30 minutes talking, like. And then, man, and then another group of people, like the store manager and somebody else. Like, it's dumb, man. It's stupid. And when I was inside the meat department, my boss calls me from seafood and another girl and another guy that were working that morning, and calls us in there and says he's got something that he wants to tell us. And I'm like, okay. So we all three go in there. Me, this girl, and the other dude that works back there. And he's getting ready to tell us. Well, some guy comes up and starts talking to one of the guys who work back there. They start having a long conversation. It was a customer. And they're sitting there talking in front of all, my boss, John, is supposed to be having this meeting. So then they stop talking, and then my boss, John, starts talking to this dude. So they're having a long conversation. I'm sitting like, man, what kind of meeting is this? And I'm talking about, okay, I'm fixing to go back up here to seafood, when y'all ready. And he's like, no, don't go nowhere. And it's like, okay. So he's having this damn long, drawn out conversation with this damn customer. So then me and the girl Courtney and then the dude Paul, they decide to sit there and start having a conversation. And I'm stuck there having to listen to all three of these people have conversations. So I just start intervening and start talking, because I'm like, man, I got shit to do. I got work to do. I'm not here to play games. This ain't Days of Our Fucking Lives. I'm not here for this drama. So then something randomly pops up. Paul asks Courtney, he says, so how long you been here? She says, 2 years. And my husband, he loves video games, and we got 2 kids, and we do this, and I'm thinking, what kind of fucking goddamn conversation is this shit, man? This is like some damn street theater. Like, I guess they're interacting like me trying to talk to her or something. I don't want her. I don't like her. I haven't talked to her since I first saw her working here, because she was rude as hell to me from the very start. So I ain't speak to her. I don't pay her no attention. I ignore her. Because I damn sure don't want her. So I don't know. That was some stupid role playing that I just ignored, because I'm like, okay. And like it didn't bother me. So they're all having role play, and then the boss is talking to this customer, and I'm just sitting here like, and then them two are still sitting there having this conversation, talking back and forth, acting like I'm not there, and I don't really care, because I'm just sitting over there, just chilling, man, just with my head propped down on something, doing this like, man, because I said out loud to myself, I said, man, I don't like standing around, man. I got stuff to be doing. So finally, John stops talking to this customer, and then he starts to try to have a meeting with us, and then he gets a phone call, and he's on the phone for like damn 30 minutes. So I'm just like, man, this is the most stupidest shit. Like, it's almost as if they're forcing me to stay back there to deal with this. Like, it's childish, man. It's very childish and immature. I don't know why it's called community-oriented policing, because it's not helping. You don't get nowhere with people by harassing people. And then after that incident, I'm sitting down I'm back working at seafood. Then he calls me and Courtney upstairs to the computer training room, saying that we have computer training to do. So I go all the way up there, man, and you know, she's up there, I'm up there. She's on the computer next to mine because there's two computers, and they're up there talking, and she's like, and I asked her something about, you know, hey, my computer's not working, and she said, hey John, his uh that computer's not working. You know what's wrong? Like just ignore me, like I'm not there. And then I say something else like, yeah, it's not working. Y'all gonna help? You know, because they were saying I had 3 training modules I had to do on the computer, and and there were no training modules that would pop up under my name. But when she logged on to hers, it popped up on hers. And as soon as she logged in, she clicked the module that the boss told her to click, so she clicked it. And as soon as she clicked it, she says, "I'm done." And I'm thinking to myself, uh, "You're done," and you just got here. When I got here, like, uh, then she comes out and says, "Well, um, I, well, John was like, well, how are you done?" And she was like, "Oh, I did this the other day when I worked in the deli yesterday, so I didn't have to do it." So my thing is, if you already completed a module, it's going to be checked off, and you're not going to be have to be called upstairs to do it. I mean, it would already show. And 2, she didn't work in deli yesterday because she was off. And the reason I know that is because Paul was telling me something about her that day, saying, "Yeah, she's off today, so we got somebody else, uh, you know, doing the lunch meet or whatever she was doing in her place." And that's how I figured that out, because I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "Why did she even come up here?" Another form to mess with me, to gaslight me, like, "Okay, I'm done." But so she gets up and leaves, and every time that, well, it's funny because every time her and the boss were talking, I would comment too and say something, you know, about what I'm over there trying to do, and she would, and the boss would get mad and keep getting and keep you know, giving me back hateful replies with the, you know, with the negative tone in his voice. So I kept speaking on purpose, so he would keep doing it because I don't care. What's it? What is all this shit gonna do? What's it gonna make me do? I don't care. Shit don't fucking bother me. And I mean, this is a workplace environment. This ain't games, man. You come here to work, not play games. I don't understand it, but so she leaves and goes downstairs, you know, back to working whatever she's doing. And then John tells me that, okay, you got three little training modules to do, and they're like 5. And one of them's like 5 minutes, the other one's like 8 minutes, and the other one's like 9 minutes. And he says one of them is a workplace shooter module that I have to do since all this stuff is going on. And I was starting to think, I wonder if this has something to do with all this community policing too, to be a smartass. But I ain't go there. But I did say something smart and funny in reply to that comment about that, because I'm pretty sure there was some innuendo there, and I was like, "Oh man, I can deal with that." But hell, what are you gonna do if it's too late and they come in the door with the damn gun shooting? You know what I mean? Like, but you know, just since they already already saying shit, but so he was like getting mad because it wouldn't come up on my computer. None of those modules would show up. It showed that I had no training modules. So he told me to go get on the other computer, and we pulled it up. It would not come up. And I think it has something to do with community-oriented policing. They probably took it off of my shit. And he started laughing. He was like, "Oh man, this is crazy." Probably because he knew what it was. And I told him, I said, "Well, hell, it must be some kind of sign then." Because they're not telling me nothing up there. And we both know that it's something. So, but that was this is my documentation for